Okay.
Okay, now we are in Ableton Live and we have just created a new MIDI track and inserted Huon Studio. We want to integrate isochronic tones into an existing music production. Let's imagine we have the music production already opened and want to add one Huon track to integrate isochronic tones just a little bit into the background. So the master volume for this purpose is already set like very low to 20 dB, so the output volume is not too high. Then let's think about the carrier tone that we want this isochronic tone to happen with. By default, we have like the default temperament is set to equal tuning. It's the normal tuning in the Western music, so you can you have like the middle A is 440, as you see here, and you can play also like chords. Everything would work as a bass tone for isochronic tones in this case. So so you would need to program a MIDI track first. Let's do this. We like
Yes. One thing. Can change the 400 to 432. You have also 432 because 440 is a disrupted frequency.
yeah, I can show you
Yes.
how, yeah. Within this recording, I will get to this. So just
Okay.
um
Passion.
yeah, it's
Okay.
good, yeah. So let's create a MIDI track. I just double click here and pull it out and press Command J and I double click it, and just here down there in the editor I press MIDI node and pull it out. For this purpose I would just make it a little bit shorter and press Command D to duplicate it. And now we have like a basic setup for us to work with. I select this MIDI track and Command L for looping, or press this loop button, and now this section is looping, so we have something to work within this recording. By now press play, then Huon is using the MIDI notes that were programmed before, and we can now set up everything that we need. So we could just for advanced use, you could also like program multiple MIDI notes and have them all played. If you want to make like a harmony with this, you can do this. And let's go to how to set up isochronic tones. For this, I would suggest to use the LFO tool, this one here, because it allows you to not only use the sinus tone generator, but also to use noise or like all other audio sources for isochronic tones. Now we have the sinus tone playing, which is generated here in the binaural beats module. And now we use this very simple sinus tone
But sorry, but now it's in binaural, not isotronic, or where is saying that it's now isotronic?
So if the frequency in the binaural beats synthesizer is 0, you have it's like a very basic sinus tone. Now, so this doesn't mean now it's not isotronic, it's like nothing, so to say. It's like no binaural beats, no isochronic tones. Now the binaural beat synthesizer acts like a very basic sinus tone generator. If frequency is set to 0. Now you turn on the LFO tool and everything sounds the same. Nothing changed because frequency is 0 and isochronic blend is 0. Now you have chosen your frequency that you want to use. Let's say, so you decided before you want to use 4 Hertz. For example, you set 4 Hertz here. Now the frequency is set up, but there's still no change. The change only happens if you switch isochronic blend. So 0% isochronic tones now. Now you turn this on and you get 50% isochronic blend. And now you have 100% isochronic blend. So if you want to fine-tune your sound, you can click here and choose the shape.
Kind of wave.
Which wave. So for isochronic tones, I like this one, half smooth step, because it's like very focused pulses, but smooth. So I would choose this. And now you have your isochronic tone. And if we now go here to Ableton and play, you see everything that we programmed in MIDI before, if it's like one MIDI note or also the harmony, everything is now as an isochronic tone.
When it's an harmony, it's like double the wave, isn't it? My feeling, what I have when
it's like the same speed, the same frequency, but just multiple notes at the same time. So now I stop Ableton Live and I can play on my keyboard here, which I have. I can play it here. So this is the way you create isochronic tones. And let's say your track is a little bit longer. You have maybe this length of a track. You want the isochronic tones like constantly playing from beginning to the end. Let's say in the beginning you have 30 seconds of fade in, that it slowly comes in, and in the end you have like 1 minute fade out or 30 seconds. Then you could just do it like this. So automate the volume. Let me show you how to do this in Ableton. For any volume automation, you can go to audio effects and use the utility here. Utility is like the main effect for a gain and panning. You can go here to gain and press like show automation, a new line. This is the parameter automation. And you see here, now we have like this line, and you can set up your automation. Now,
okay, what's utility? Okay. Understand.
Now we just can program this curve. And now you have like a fade. You start from the beginning. It's slowly fades in. And in the end, it would like slowly fade out again. So
understand.
Now we made a parameter automation for the volume with utility. And now we want to automate the isochronic tone frequency. You don't need to understand this, but please turn for parameter automation this parameter as slow as possible to 0.01. Just background information. You don't need to understand it now. It's like the milliseconds that a parameter change takes place. This is now 10 milliseconds. You don't need to understand it now. Just it's important for parameter automation to set this to 0.01. If you see this video, just set this up. Now, to automate any parameter in Ableton, now we want this parameter here to automate. For this, we go.
So, sorry, in this one, in this LFO, the frequency, if I want something like 428, I change there, isn't it?
No, so the isochronic tone frequency, you wouldn't use it above 100 hertz or something.
Then explain me when I can use or where I can use 400. I must to change my back is hurting. When I can use something like 400, those kind of frequencies of 428 or 500, you know what I mean?
Okay, I will come to that point, okay, after I explain the parameter automation. Then we have like a very like good progression of understanding everything step by step.
Okay.
Okay, so to automate the frequency here, we go here in the device here, and we need to let me just see. Okay, we need to open this advanced area here and click now configure. And now, while this is green, the configure button, we can change a parameter here, and it will recognize the change here, and it will put this on the automation list. So it's now available from here. You could go now, if you want later if you want to automate other parameter as well, you can now move any parameters you want to put in this section. And after you are complete, you press configure again, and now you have this isochronic frequency here. And now we can close this, and now it's like the same as with the volume here. You go to right click, show automation in new lane, and now you can also automate this frequency. You set the first point, like let's say here a point, here a point, and here a point. And now I would go and you can fine tune the values here, added value. I would suggest that. And now you type like exactly the frequency you want to go to. Let's say we want to go to 4 here. That's already set up. Like here we want to go to added value to 4. And let's say we want to start with a value of 15, for example, and also go back in the end to a value of 15. So now we have this curve happening. If we now open Huon, we can see we're starting at 15 Hertz. It's very fast. It's going to 4 Hertz here.
Mm-hmm.
You lead the listener to 4 Hertz now. Now, okay, now we have 4 Hertz.
There is more notes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I guess if I duplicate it, then okay, but you get the point,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can duplicate it, and now it's going faster again until the end. So this is how you can control like this isochronic frequency here.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go up, and also the volume fades out now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then like if you want to integrate it into your production, then you could just use the mixer knob for the volume to bring it to the volume you want it in your mix. You can make it very, very quiet if you want it. You can adjust it here now, then you don't need to go back to Huon. Here you can do the final fine-tuning to mix it then. So this is so we have 2 frequency layers. One is the isochronic tone frequency that we just set up right now. And now the other thing is the carrier frequency, what you mentioned with 432 Hertz and let's say a node of 528 Hertz. Let me go to this right now because these are like separate topics in a way. So let me show you how it would be possible to use a Solfeggio frequency. For this, you can change the tuning of the keyboard. I prepared different tunings. Here's the Solfeggio tuning. And if I press now, okay, now we have to go here. And let us go to 4 Hertz. Okay, now this node is 174 Hertz. And okay, let us do an example. We want to use 528 Hertz and our setup for isochronic tone. Then we would find we would set up the Solfeggio tuning. Then we need to find the node which has 528 hertz. You can see it here on the top right. It is like the E node, the E3 node in this case. It starts from C3, like the lowest Solfeggio frequency. Then we have this node and this node. And the E is like 528 hertz. So E3, we can then program the MIDI here and like set everything to E3. You can make a longer node, you can change also nodes. And if I now play here, no, maybe it's actually it's showing here different. Okay, so actually you would need to figure out which node here you have to program to get to this desired MIDI node. Here it's G1 in Ableton, and now it's playing like the 500. No, this is not true. So let me figure this out. $500. Okay, so now we have this set up, and now the nodes are playing the Solfeggio frequency that is set up.
But then what is sounding now, the real one? What is in Ableton? What is in Huon? Or so for example, now what is B1 is B1. Oh my God, my eyes. B1. This B1 is the crown chakra 963, or
so actually, so C3 let me turn off this volume automation. So
or maybe because the frequency is in FLFO is 4, that is not matching.
So actually, okay, here now. Okay, now we have it. Now it's right. It's like E2 in Ableton. This is the 528 hertz. And now you can, from E2, you can switch to the solfeggio frequencies. It starts from C2 is like 174. C sharp 2 is 285, and you can find your way around that. If you there you can find your note. So in our case, in our example, we have like 528 hertz, and now you have your MIDI set up, and you have the automation here. And actually what you want to do now for this test purpose, I created like many different notes here. But actually what you want to do is, if you want a steady tone, just one tone, I would suggest like do one long note. Now you have one long note with 528 hertz, and now it's like without interruptions in between. Now we can turn on the fade in again. Now let's listen to it. It fades in slowly. Maybe it's too loud for the background. You can turn it down. And I just imagine your sound is playing, you adjust the volume so it's barely audible. And you have like the effect of the isochronic tones in your track.
Okay. But how I know exactly that is this 528 or 963? I mean, how exactly I know which one it is for real?
This is like a mapping. This is like a fixed mapping for any note. I can write you the mapping if you want a reference, like in an email again.
Okay.
And other way would just to try it out. But I can do a mapping and send you like which notes you need to get the basic solfeggio frequencies.
And those are solfeggio, cannot be another. This is solfeggio.
This is solfeggio.
Okay.
And now we have different tunings here. Like the precise temperament is based on 432 hertz. A. You can use this one. Then you have the A. And let's go here. Now the A is 432 hertz. Let us switch. You can hear the difference, right?
Yes, but where you can see the 432.8, I mean, is this two lines that is so small, the numbers, I don't know, where you can see exactly which frequency is the number?
At the number, you can use Ableton has a tuner. You can use this to show you things. Now the reference is like 440 Hertz, and you see when I play the A with 332, it's off. But if I switch the reference to 432, you see now it's like tuned.
Tune. Okay.
So yeah, so this is like these are the ways to integrate those frequencies. So
okay, now it's clear.
Perfect.
That I can, with the tuner, I can see if exactly which frequency is, and yeah, I guess for the moment, for me, because what I've been doing for the moment, what I must use is this solfeggio and this kind of frequencies, 500, 600 and stuff like this. Maybe later is I'm going to integrate also, I do another series, and I will do isotronic. So now it's isotronic, but binaurals and stuff, more complicated stuff. But when I grow, I mean, for the moment, I want to continue giving what I've been doing, but exactly knowing what I was giving, because I thought something that I'm not sure I was giving exactly. But with this, like this, I like it because it's exactly, I can know exactly what I'm delivering.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Should I stop the recording now?
Yes, I guess.
Okay.